Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Firefighters Chalkboard. This is your host, Uncle Wayne, and this afternoon we've got Kevin Manhart representing the Saltwater Fools from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Cap, how are you?
Good, Cap. Thanks for having me this afternoon. It's going to be a good time here today. And on behalf of the chapter,
Chapter, we
your
your
chapter,
chapter.
we
We
appreciate you
appreciate you
doing this
doing this
for
for
us
us
and all the
and all the
fools
schools
across the
across.
country.
Absolutely, starting off early into part of the February Fools podcast bash. And anybody that's listening up, what we're doing is we're trying to grab a chapter each day of the month of February. We're going to try to do 28 podcasts and let people know about 28 chapters. And if it keeps going like it's going, we might end up going to April Fool's podcast
Let's
bash.
go.
And so we've got a lot of chapters in the country. We want to try to get as many of them as we can. And the whole reason why we were doing this, and you jumped on ship kind of quick whenever we put the stuff out into the world of social media, was there's so many chapters everywhere. Everybody's doing good training. Everybody's, going, trying to get networking going, working in the community and everything else. But even in the world of social media, we have a hard time trying to figure out who's doing what.
Right.
And like where we are, and it's easier to relate with the Saltwater Fools. We've got a lot of chapters within a couple hours driving distance from us, and they do some really, kick-ass training. But sometimes it's hard to find out who's doing what. So we figured, let's throw some podcasts out, let the chapters be able to tell the world what they're doing, and then that way, if somebody wants to take a road trip or go do
Yep.
some training or whatever else, we all know what to do. So let's talk about the Saltwater Fools real quick. You
Okay.
know, so let's talk about how long has our chapter been going on, things like that. Give everybody the rundown about the fancy patch with the shark, flexing his biceps.
Absolutely. So we started in 2021. Actually, was our official Articles of Association with the International. But for about a year before that, I had some conversations with some like-minded individuals across not just our department but the whole area, to fill a void. Because as you can speak for, being around here a lot longer than I have, the outside world didn't really get to come to this part of the country when it would go in terms of development and some solid national hands-on training, and the things that were happening in our job at the time weren't coming here. I had gone with some others all over the place to do the things that we looked at each other and said, we can do this here. There is no reason. We have large metropolitan professional fire departments here. We have the group of people that can do the right thing. So we got together, we started going through the process, looking at how we can do this. And the easiest way and the most rewarding way was to start a Fools chapter. So in December of 2021, we had our first meeting at a local establishment, and we've grown now. Actually, we're one of the larger chapters on the East Coast, and I don't know all the numbers nationally, but I want to say we're up there. We're north of 250 members is the chapter right now currently, and we're going to continue to grow that and bring the mission, bring the brotherhood, bring the folks in, bring the training. We've had some high and level individuals here. Chief Rhodes, editor-in-chief of Fire Engineering, was here with us. We've had Captain Bobby Eckert from Eckert Fire Tactics in Camden. We've gone down the road several times, done some stuff with Jonas Smith and Hornet Fire Training, a little closer to home, but still up there on that good level. But our goal was to give a good foundation and spread the message that we had seen that the rest of the world was doing, and it was time to do it here. As you know, our department and the whole area was growing. We needed to morph to kind of fill that gap between what we were getting from a professional, level at the job to what we had seen in other places around here, to bring it here.
Yeah, and I'll go a little deeper with it. That when I was talking to some of the guys with the international when we were
Yep.
kicking off the podcast with them, one of the things we took the time to do was they talked about the history of the Fools.
Right.
Well, and a lot of people don't truly know the history of the Fools. They got an idea, but really
Yep.
don't know where it come from. So I really love the fact that the e-board from the international took the time to explain it to everybody that's listening, so they
Everybody
understand the
folks.
breakdown of the history of the Fools. But in a place like ours,
Mhm.
there's very few people that truly know the history of the area.
Right.
And where we're in that, we've got that really cool melting pot where we've got we got the county, we got City of Conway, Myrtle Beach, Murrells Inlet, North Myrtle Beach, just everything all together. But like, so in Horry County as a whole,
Right.
25-year-old department.
Yep.
25 years old and 700 strong. That's
Right.
a lot of people we've got to teach history to, and the
Yes.
history of the area. And the guys from the International screamed it from the rooftops the other day, and it was talking about training is important, getting that good quality training, getting but traditions and brotherhood are just as important. And the Fools give us a chance to embrace that brotherhood and
Absolutely.
be able to teach those traditions and things that technology is going to constantly evolve,
Yeah.
but the Fools give us a chance to embrace the tradition and the core values of what the fire service truly was built on.
Correct.
And that gives us a chance, with the more people we can get into it, the more younger people we can teach.
Absolutely. This job, as you know, is based on those traditions, and we need to make sure that they are kept alive forever to keep this job the way it is, with everything from the dinner table to you do a drill every day. You always go to make yourself be a better firefighter. The one of the things I always say is reps over recliners. Those that choose to pull the handle on the lazy boy instead of pull the handle on every shift, you can go find somewhere to go. But that's kind of why we started the chapter here, to help drive that mentality home, to supplement what you guys do at the Fire Academy and the training division and everything else. Give that after hours vibe, do all the cool things that we get to do, and get to do with people we don't normally meet. As you know, day to day, we don't interact with our neighboring fire departments in the area a whole lot unless you're in a border company. And I kind of took that as a disadvantage, to where we should all know who everybody is for when we need to work together and take care of business. We're all putting faces to names and everything else.
Oh, yeah. And some of the best friendships in the world were built around a Fools chapter or training sessions or something. I'll be the first one to say some of my closest friends in the last 5 years,
Right.
I met at a bash somewhere.
Yeah.
And they live 8-9 miles or 8 or 9 hours away from me, and we talk all the time. I mean, just building that relationship, because there is such an opportunity to have so many like-minded individuals that truly love what we do.
Correct.
And it helps. Chris, from the International said it best when he kicked it off, and he said it gets a chance to recharge everybody's batteries.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. Take the gloves off, let loose, catch your breath, but still get to do the things that you love.
Oh yeah. So, what's the Saltwater Fools got planned coming up?
So right now we're in a little bit of a transition. The current e-board from 2021 has maxed out their term limits. So if anybody from the chapters listening or around who wants to lend a hand to help drive this forward, please give me a phone call, shoot me a message. We're looking for some help. But our training chair, Chief Norrick's working on a hot program for some time here in the spring, and then we typically do another professional development day in the fall. So we haven't picked who that's going to be yet, but it's going to hopefully be somebody good. We had some technical issues fall last time where we couldn't bring who we wanted, but we're looking for the top tier, the A game, just somebody to have a really good day across the crowd. So typically we do a hot day or a hot weekend every spring, a professional development day every fall. Our bi-monthly meetings, we're going to kick off again here in March with our first. We're going to probably be on a quarterly basis this year, just to get everybody there and have some quality versus some quantity. But a couple of meetings, and we'll always throw our bash and do something at the South Carolina Fire Rescue Conference in June. A meetup day, we'll do something in the evening, but that's typically what we do, is 2 to 3 larger events during the year and do a more localized training session every other month, or just quickly and efficiently as the board can get one organized these days. We've kind of had some changes in the lifestyle for all of us, with kids and or more kids since we started, some marriages in there. So when we started, we were at one spot, and now we're kind of moving a little forward in life, and we're going to try to do the best that we can to continue to spread the word around here.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Families get bigger, responsibilities get bigger, free time gets smaller. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Now I'm at the point where free time's starting to get back open again. But
Exactly. So that's kind of what we're up to, and we're going to try to give us the best bang for our buck across the chapter here locally. So keep your eyes peeled to our social media. Excuse me.
cool.
So
We will post it off
yeah,
everything that's going on with the chapter and stuff to try to get it out around more people. Because we got tons of people that listen that are from all around the state. We know our state conference is coming up in June.
yep,
That's gonna be a good time, and normally they have a pretty good bash going on at Broadway. So,
yes, yep.
Cap, is there anything else you want to throw out for the chat? You know what's going on with the chapter and stuff. I know we knew it was going to be really short because you got a lot of rebuilding stuff. There ain't a whole lot really to throw out, but
Not really right now. Check us out on our social media pages, both Facebook and Instagram, Saltwater Fools. We're going to start. We try to do a weekly fire drill on social media for everybody to do. We're going to have a competition come out with that here very shortly. Once we kind of put the finishing touches on it, we do like a 14-10 challenge, get some stretches going. But the big thing is just keep an eye out for what we're doing. Like I said, we're kind of at a valley in our growth right now. We're going to come back up the hill here shortly, but we've done a lot over the past 5 years. Like I said, several national speakers here, lots of good hands-on training sessions. We've hosted our own Force Entry Academy. We're going to try to hopefully get that going back on maybe in the fall for a drill night. Lots of cool and good things that we've done, and we're trying to figure out, like I said, right now the best way to continue that to meet the pace and the demand of all the firefighters in the area, and kind of we're going to do a survey out coming shortly to see what you guys want so we can bring that to you. Our swag store is open again. We'll send some orders out shortly. The link's on the website. But we're just trying to grow and do the right thing for the message here down in South Carolina and North Carolina.
all right. So everybody, that's Captain Kevin Manhart, Saltwater Fools, representing the north and south coast of the Carolinas.
Sir.
All right, Cap, appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. And like I said, check us all out at Saltwater Fools on Facebook and Instagram. So
Absolutely, guys. So everybody, get on there, check him out, check out the Facebook page, check out the shirts look great. They got coins, everything else there is, Saltwater Fools. And this is Uncle Wayne saying, until next time, stay safe, keep learning, and we'll see you the next time somebody steps up to the chalkboard.